islands. They've always sounded so exotic, and with good reason. Blue skies, sandy beaches, crystal clear waters abound. And one of the most idyllic of them all is Mykonos.
Luckily, the islands are within easy reach of Europe, Asia and the Middle East. And that's partly why they attract so many visitors. A lot of them arrive on cruise ships. Named after Mykonos, the grandson of Apollo, it's famed for being the location of the epic battle between Zeus and Gigantes, the rumble in the jungle of the classic period. It's a compact island of just over 30 square miles, with around 10,000 people lucky enough to call it home. The capital has the same name as the island, Mykonos. It's a cute place centred around a harbour. From it, cobbled lanes weave their way through endless whitewashed buildings. The blue-domed roofs are ubiquitous. This style is Cycladic, and by law, new buildings have to match up.
You'll quickly notice that the streets go here, there and everywhere. And one of the reasons that they developed in this haphazard way is to deliberately fool people into getting lost. Not the tourists, though, no, pirates. Back in the old days, Long John and his mates used to regularly plunder the island, and so in order to confuse the thieves, the town grew like a maze.
The striking features are partly why so many of the wealthy elite like to hang out here. If you're a successful Greek, then Mykonos is the island to have a holiday pad. And the picture postcard look attracts more than the odd celebrity too.
This part of town is known as Little Venice, and it's pretty obvious why. I love the way the houses overhang the water. It's also not surprising that it's where most of the artists in Mykonos live.
This is the most romantic spot on the island, great at sunset. The pretty Alevkantra beach houses may have been the simple abodes of humble fishermen in yesteryear, but now they're five-star priced guest houses, and they don't come cheap.
The island's got a growing reputation for its nightlife, and apparently this place is buzzing after dark, so I may just have to pop back later. In the daytime, it's the windmills that attract a lot of the attention.
So many of them are here, as originally Mykonos was on a key trade route between Venice and Asia, so they'd use the mills on the islands to grind wheat to make it easier to transport.
At one time, there were over 20 windmills on the island. Nowadays, they're just really for the tourists. The last one ground to a halt in the 60s. Excuse the pun.
One of the biggest draws to the island are the beaches. There are lots of them to choose from, and some of the more famous ones get really busy.
This is Ornos Beach, just a few kilometres outside of Mykonos town. In the summer, it gets packed, but I'm here at the end of October, so I've got it pretty much to myself.
The beach is popular as it's sheltered from the winds, which can whip up across the island. The waters are particularly nice here too, perfect for swimming.
Well, it's the end of the day and I'm in the perfect location. A beautiful little taverna called Baboulas, as authentic as it gets. There are lots of eating and drinking options on the island, but you have to exercise a bit of caution because prices can get very high in the busier parts. Very reasonable here, though, and house specialities include grilled sardines, tzatziki, eggplant salad, anchovies and sun-dried octopus. It doesn't get any better than this. Cheers. I just popped in for a cocktail in this amazing hotel called Cavo Tagou. It's incredible. Everything's white, an infinity pool, architecturally staggering. Even the cat matches the decor. I am in heaven.
In season, the nightlife scene here is second to none. Most people are on holiday and looking for a good time, and there's no shortage of places offering to get you in the mood.
Mykonos makes a great destination. And although the weather has been a bit cooler, it's been a lot less crowded than in the summer months. And it's funny, it looks very traditional from the outside, all whitewashed walls and blue shutters. But inside, certainly inside Mykonos town, you find these uber cool bars and places to hang out. They make a pretty good cocktail too.